So symptoms and injuries. Symptoms are always healing, no exceptions. Injuries are part of understanding healing and putting us in a position to be able to even take that on and be able to receive it more and be able to hold more symptoms because more are coming. That's the whole point of life. Like, what's the point of them? To keep us here. That's the surface definition. That's the surface understanding of it. Like symptoms, it's just to keep us here. Injury, lymph, to just keep us around longer. And that is what people are doing. They're just kind of tasting the surface level of symptoms and injuries just to stay alive. Most modern medicine is just that. Just keep the person alive. Success, win. But if you ask, I mean, if you go into all those people, or you go into anybody, they're just like, I thought life would have been more, or I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have said this, or I wish I would have stood up for this, or done less of this, or been with this person, or cut this person out. There's just so much more to living that is here for us beyond just the staying alive. Now, does our body do a very good job of keeping us alive? Fuck yes, it does. So now, what's the deeper level behind all symptoms of healing? Because all of them are healing. There's no exceptions. With every level of injury, from a stubbed toe to a complete rupture or dislocation or damage brought to a level of coma. What is the deeper level there? What's there for us is to understand more about ourselves. It's to understand more about what we're passionate about, what we're romantic about, what we deserve, what we want to create, what we're good at, what we're skilled at, what we want to learn, who we want to share it with, where we want to be, how we want to go explore, how we want to go taste, what we want to create, what we want to work with, what we want to sense, and what we want to leave behind, if that's even it. But it's a deeper level, and what we find with this deeper level of life is that is gained through symptoms and injuries, not preventing and staying away from. So I urge you to do the opposite of what the world is stating over and over and over and over. Every movie, every book, every magazine, every author, every writer, every reporter, every school, every church, every group, every store, every business, every practitioner, every license, every degree, every certification has you convinced that the healing responses and injuries of your body are to be fixed, cured, hidden, numbed, cut out, or prevented. But these are what bring us more understanding with ourselves. And how about we go the opposite direction of what's not working at all? So radically not working at all. Just what if we went towards our symptoms of healing and injuries? What if we just went towards ourselves? What could we discover about ourselves? And here's what ends up happening is you end up learning more about yourself. That's fine. You end up failing with yourself. That's fantastic. You end up trying more things with yourself. That's great. You want to know what builds up from this, and this is very dangerous to everybody, is you acquire and build up a level of trust between you and you that cannot be broken. Think about any valuable relationship you've ever had. If you understand what trust is, or even just are discovering it for the first time, how do you gain it? You gain it through massive amounts of failure. You gain it with massive amounts of struggle. You gain it with massive amounts of effort. You gain it with massive amounts of consistency behind your work, their work, together work. And then all of a sudden you just keep building this. I can count on this person. They can count on me no matter what ends up showing up. That there, you can't tear those people apart. That is what has to be with you beyond any external relationship you could ever possibly harness or even open yourself up to. So trust between you and you is literally one of the most dangerous things to all of society, because a human being that trusts themselves cannot be manipulated, coerced, or influenced. They can't be sold anything. They can't be just dazzled. There's no carrot. They're just like, shoot the carrot down, pick it up, or turn around. They got carrots of their own behind them at their house. So that's the deal with this. But now, think about this. To earn trust with yourself, to build it, to test it, where's that coming from? The strength with yourself. And that coming from the specific tissue that is the most perverted, misunderstood tissue that we are made of, and that is muscle. And fitness medicine, rehab, strength and conditioning, coaching, all levels of medicine, all levels of therapies of any kind have so fucked this muscle up, this tissue up so badly. We don't even have any idea of what it's here for. We are just get it big, gain it, put it up here, forget traumas, get so strong that you just don't even sense life, get so strong that you resist injury, you resist illness, you resist aging, you resist cancer, you fight this, you fight for your freedom. We don't have any idea. And then we're going through, not illegal ways, but we're breaking rules to gain it through stem cells, hormones, peptides, steroids, all these tricks and trends and all these ways of gaining it through weightlifting and protein. We're so inauthentic and so distrusting of ourselves, and then trying to overcompensate for that with massive amounts of this one tissue to hide it all. And so that's the part of the passion behind what this class is coming up on October 10th, very special day for me, Friday at 2:30, a Zoom workshop on all things muscle, understanding this tissue on your own, understanding this tissue as it relates to your body, your symptoms, and your injuries, and then that very intimate connection of bringing you back with you, because to earn this trust, it's going to cost. To go through symptoms, it costs. To choose systems of medicine, even if you want to get cut on, burned, radiated, you want to take all these supplements, you go to all these retreats, you want to do all these procedures, cleanses, detoxes, are going to cost. And that cost is going to be pulled from your muscle budget. That's your energy budget. Energy is the currency for life. Energy is flowing through your physical body, specifically muscle. And we need to understand how to harvest this and what the connection is, because the size of the muscle doesn't determine anything that you do with it. It's the connection with it. And so we're going to go deep into these things. And that's why I start every case, no matter what they are: neurodegenerative, immune, cancer, multiple injuries, surgeries, pre-surgery, post-surgery, avoiding surgery, relationships, divorce, addictions, doesn't matter. We have to start muscle, because everything you're going to be doing moving forward is going to be costing you. And we need to increase that sensitivity. Bottom line, we need to get to a place where you trust yourself. And that is true strength, is being able to stand naked by yourself, your authentic self, trusting you with you first. That is strength.